I never stopped. And I always heard the concept of like, if you get in with the community, right, that and you're able to get in early, then you're able not to only just help build, but you're able to get in on the floor and the ground level. And that's why I was like, because everybody's always asking, like, oh, how do you get that 100x crypto? How do you get that, 1,000x crypto? Well, that's how you get it, right?
Right.
You got to be within the community. Now there's thousands of communities out there. You're basically taking your money or whatever, your wealth, and you're betting it, again, you're betting it on the community, right? And if you're in that community, then, obviously you can see where it direction is going to go to and envision what it
Right.
could be
And
one day.
hopefully stay consistent, right? Because stay
Correct.
consistent in the community, talk with the people, and also just, invest over time. But there's a lot of meme coin action, now especially. There's been a lot of rug pulls. We had the Hawk Tool girl a week ago or so. There's still a lot of, I'll say, negative press on crypto in general for those reasons. You know what I'm saying? So like I guess if someone were to ask you for advice on how to vet a community or how to vet a project, um, what advice would you have for that? Well, what is your vetting process to fill out what's potential, rug pull or what actually has real utility or you a real community?
I guess I would first say, obviously learning about the tokenomics of a project is very important, will be key number 101, right? White
Mhm.
paper, tokenomics, doing your due diligence on the project and stuff, because that will help prevent, you know, I would say at least 50% of rug pulls, right? Just right there alone. I
Right.
mean, if not more, right? But just having known the white paper, the tokenomics, and the website, right? Then you can go further into it. Okay, well, go to the community, Telegram, Discord, right? Get involved, right? Then you can start determining, like, determining more conviction into
Hmm.
because you're investing into a product, right? The product is the community,
Hmm.
right? So, the more engaged you are, the more you see more engagement, then you're able to gauge, okay, what direction they're going to be going to, right? Or how strong the community is. This also goes for just projects in general, right? Not even just meme. That you can use that concept, what I just said, to meme coins, but you can also do it toward just major projects as well. Because honestly, to be honest with you, meme coins are these meme coins, as silly as they are, right?
Hmm.
They are the ones that create these massive projects eventually over time.
Right, right.
People don't understand that.
Hmm.
And the real
On Twitter or whatever. But you see these stories of I mortgaged my house, I put everything into Hawk Tool, and she rugged me. And then you think like I'm thinking like, is that what you deserve? Did you deserve that? What were you doing? What were you thinking? What did you think that was going to turn into? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, never put in what you can't afford to lose. And that's just like a general rule in any kind of investment, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's speculative betting, that's all it
Hmm.
is. It's speculative betting, right? The more conviction you have for a project or something, then yeah. Again, I mean, look, anybody that didn't expect what Hawk Tuah was gonna do, then I mean, you're new to crypto. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm over here like, yo, I was sitting there like, yeah, there's gonna be a good rug right here. I
Yeah.
didn't get in on it because I was like, man, I don't mess with that. I'm like, yo, bro, nope.
You could tell, yeah, some people, they influence, they get their 15 minutes of fame. We know inflation's been crazy. There's talk of the dollar crashing. There's talk of the dollar just losing all its power. We got the BRICS over there doing their thing. And so there's also these fears today, right, with the dollar crashing. And then what system or what interim financial system can we use before we get to or move to whatever new thing is awaiting all of us, right? So let me ask you this. Do you think, and you could be black pill, you could be positive or whatever. Do you think that we will experience in the coming future a crash of the dollar, like a black pill, black swan event for real? Or do you think, a lot of that's just FUD and it's really gonna be a more positive transition into a different system?
So I like to tell people that, or I like, okay, so is there going to be a crash? I yes,